Hey, good morning, everybody. Guess what time it is? It is tea time with the Froz. Cheers. And today, what we have is slippery elm powder in some hot water, and a little dash of cinnamon, and just a small splash of honey. Maybe like maybe like less than half a tablespoon, less than half a teaspoon even. And this is just soothing for the throat and the gut. So I start my days off with it sometimes. My next meal is about to be a ribeye steak. And if you're wondering, you're going to eat a ribeye at 9 a.m. And hell yeah, I'm going to eat a ribeye at 9 a.m. That's the carnivore diet is all about. And I definitely will have an episode all about that. But it has been a while since I have had a tea time episode. And it's because, I just kind of just fell off of like podcasting in general. But I got some good motivation last night to start it up again. So if this goes well, then many more to come in the future. So the topic for today is how the body and the mind work together. So I'm sure you've noticed while you work out that sometimes you feel like you're going through a really hard set of exercises and you feel like, oh man, I can't do this. Like your brain tells your body, I can't do this. Well, it's funny because the body is actually older than the mind. What do I mean by that? I mean that when we were first coming up as human beings in the caveman days, our mind was like our brain like wasn't at the level it is now, right? So our brain didn't hold us back too much from doing things that we didn't rationalize. So nowadays, like our mind rationalizes a lot of things. It's like, should I do this? No, I shouldn't. And here's why. And our brain will list out a bunch of things. And these are just like resistance. This is just like mental resistance, because your brain's trying to keep you safe because it thinks, like it has that like the old school brain mentality sometimes where it's like, oh, like we might get attacked by predators or something. But anyways, I digress. Back to the working out portion of things. It's like, all right, so let's say we're doing a set of squats, right? And it's supposed to be 15 reps at 135 pounds. Let's plan on each side. So we get to like 12 and our brain's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. So what I'll have clients do is they'll like kind of rack it up. They'll be like, oh, I got to rack it up. I'm like, no, you can do it. You can do it. Tell your brain that you can do it. And then they'll rep out 3 more. Isn't that crazy? Or like the biggest example of this is with planks. Planks are like a crazy like it's pretty much a mental exercise as well because you're holding your body up like kind of you're just on your elbows and your feet and you're holding your body up and goals. So let's say the goal is try to hit a minute. Somebody gets to 30 seconds and they're like, oh, I'm about to fall. And I'm like, if you keep saying you're about to fall, your brain has no choice but to listen to you, and then you will end up actually falling. So it's actually more beneficial if you tell yourself, I can do this, because your brain listens to something and then accepts it as fact. So if you tell your brain, hey brain, I can't do this, then your brain will be like, okay, he can't do this, let's make his body not be able to do this. But if you tell your brain, hey, I'm a beast, I can do this, brain will be like, yes, he's a beast, yes, he can do this, tell the body to do this, right? This works up to a point. I'm not saying like oh, I can fly, and then like I'm gonna go jump out the window, and my body's gonna be like, he can fly. Like that's not what I'm saying. But from like a physical activity and like a physical like strength standpoint, if you tell yourself that you can do something, your body will work with you. Your mind will work with your body to help you accomplish it. So what I'm trying to say is like next time you're in that set and you think, man, I can't do this, I can't do anymore, like you got to say, I can do this, like that train engine I don't remember what his name was, but like I think I can. That's pretty much like what you got to do. And yeah, other than that, something I've said a lot is that your subconscious is always listening, which means you like which like you're like as I said earlier, like your brain is always listening to what you say, right, or what you consume. So like really focus on consuming things that aren't negative, right? So like whenever you see like one thing I'm not a big fan of like super sad music unless it's like 808s and Heartbreak by Kanye, but like that's like some post breakup shit. Anyways, um like I listen to a lot of like Yeezus and like Graduation and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, lots of like positive, like lots of like uplifting albums, right? Um, and so like just be really careful on what you consume. Like I listen to a lot of EDM as well. You know, it's all like very uplifting and like it makes my freaking neurons fire and like dopamine rush into my head when you listen to music. Um, Same thing when you're around people like you are the average of your five closest friends. You're average of the five closest songs you listen to. You are the average of the five most foods you eat. In my case, I'm the average of a bunch of beef and fish and eggs. So I'm literally life. But yeah, um, mind tougher than the body, for sure. So do with that as you will. So Pancho is always listening. Be positive. Be optimistic. And yeah, if you have anything you want me to talk about next time, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll cover that topic next. Um, and I probably will get this on Anchor and Apple Podcasts or whatever soon enough, because every time I upload to Anchor, it uploads to the other ones. So talk to you guys soon. Peace.